All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Freedom Steel. It is 12:30 on Friday afternoon. Some late breaking news coming from the Illinois Senate. So last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning, the House passed a modified version of 5855. It was tacked onto Senate Bill 2226. They gutted the existing bill, they amended it in committee, and then they sent that bill onto the floor of the House. They added a third amendment to the bill on the House floor because they came to realize that the way the bill was written, it would prevent manufacturers in Illinois from manufacturing firearms that they were legally allowed to sell in other states. They were having their virtue signaling moment where they were trying to show the rest of the country that how virtuous Illinois is because we won't allow these weapons to be sold here. Therefore, we're not going to allow these job manufacturers, these job creators to sell them, across the country and into your state. They realized they were running into interstate commerce issues and things like that. They also started to realize late last night that they had a problem with the definitions and what they were calling an assault shotgun. That has percolated to the surface today. It was brought up in committee ever so slightly late last night. And so now the bill passed over and was reported to the Senate. The Senate went in this morning around 8:30, and in the back and forth of all this, the Senate president was shortly before noon left the Senate and was proceeding home due to the death of his mother to be there to attend the wake and the funeral this weekend. Our condolences go out to the Senate president. However, they seem to run into a bit of a problem over in the Senate. When they appropriated Senate Bill 2226, nobody thought to check with the sponsor of the bill in the Senate. And that Senate sponsor is sitting there and refusing to relinquish the bill to one of the anti-gunners and is refusing to call the bill as of late. So they are scrambling to figure out something else. What we're being told is that they have another bill, a House bill in the Senate that is waiting. So at this juncture, the Senate has scheduled to come back around 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And then they will be working into the night and they will be coming back Monday. So 2 more days of lame duck session in the Senate that we know of, and we'll see. The House was going home. I haven't checked the House calendar, but they were scheduled to go home tomorrow. If the Senate's not going to be there and there's nothing for them to do, they could bug out this afternoon. We don't know when they will return. They could return Sunday. They could return, Monday. Monday is the day that the governor and the constitutional officers are sworn in. The swearing in for the General Assembly doesn't take place until Wednesday. There was talk of more lame duck session on Tuesday. So it's a back and forth thing. I received a text from the Senate a little while ago, and I'm going to read it to you here. It says the latest news: the Senate is not going to pass the House version, but they're working on their own version that has the votes to pass. Waters down some of the penalties, still bans lots of guns, but uncertain how far it goes yet. Supposedly fixes the semi-auto shotgun issue, allows Springfield Armory and others to continue at least some manufacturing, keeps the mag limit at 12. There are the votes to pass the Senate. The question is whether they run out of time for it to also pass the House before Wednesday, but they believe they will get it done. So that's the latest from our sources at the Capitol. So we got tonight, we got tomorrow night. You can ring the phones of your senators off the hooks this weekend. They will be back in their offices at the Capitol Sunday afternoon. and we'll see where it goes from there. One note that I saw in the House in a quick glance of the roll call, you had two downstate Democrats, Jay Hoffman and Katie Stewart, both from the Madison County region over there, vote for this piece of garbage. So if you're a duck hunter, if you're a turkey hunter, if you're a trap and skeet guy that uses a semi-auto shotgun, you just might want to give them a piece of your mind about how they just forced you to register your 1100, your Benelli Super Black Eagle, your Remington 1187, your Winchester Super X3. All qualify as assault shotguns under this bill. So that's what we have for now, guys. We'll see what they do when they come back on Sunday and what a Senate rewrite of this bill looks like and where it's going to go. So, as always, hit the like, subscribe button, ring the bell for those notices, and copy and paste this link wherever you can to share it. And with that, as always, frag out.